Hi everybody, Aaron Myers here of the Everyday Language Learner, and this video is for a blog post I wrote called Fail Early, Fail Often, and Keep Moving Forward. In the post I really talk about why it's important to embrace our failures and our mistakes, and in this video I want to add to that by really talking about a couple of practical ideas that will help us to control that failure and to really capitalize on it. And so there's two things. First is that we do learn how to capitalize on that failure by using what is called a password phrase, a memorized phrase. What that allows you to do is to get the feedback you need. So I want to make sure that I have the phrase, did I say that right, memorized in the target language. That way when I say something and I see that look on the face of the person I'm talking with that says, I did something wrong, I can quickly say, did I say that right? And get some immediate feedback. Too often we just kind of blast through it, and there's certainly times to just blast through it and to keep moving forward. But sometimes it's good to get that feedback so that we don't make the same mistakes again and again. People don't naturally do that. If we ask them to, they will quickly do that though. And so the first idea is really to think about how can I capitalize on my mistakes by eliciting feedback, by asking for feedback. Now, the second thing is that once you get that feedback, you need to write it down or record it or somehow integrate it into a review system so that you can go back and hear it again and again and again. If you just get the feedback and then that's it, you move on, the likelihood that you make the same mistake again is really quite high because you will have forgotten. You'll have that moment that we always have as language learners that you think, man, I remember learning this yesterday. I was at the shop and he told me the right way to say this, and I forgot it. So make sure that you record it somehow. Either you write it down or you pull out your digital recorder or your iPhone and you actually make a recording of what the correct way to say what you wanted to say is. In that way then you can go back and review it. You can put it into a system of review. Later in the day you can go back and say, oh yeah, I learned this, I made a mistake, I learned it, and you can look at it again. So those are my two ideas for really practically capitalizing on your mistakes and making sure that you're learning from them. All right, I hope that's helpful. Blessings on your language learning journey.